Right. This is the session for March 18th for the course MJM 23. Right. Anyway, before going to the specific course details, let's discuss about the sessions happened so far. What is your assessment about the program? How useful to you? The sense I understand that many of you are working journalists or university level teachers. You are not new to journalism and may not be new to the media system at all. So, since you're coming with a lot of experiences, and might be that maybe you are interested in getting a degree or formalizing your program. I wanted to learn more about academic side of the communication, whatever motive. But what is your assessment of the program, whatever program we are offering to you, MA program? How useful to you? Have you gone through the materials and have you attended the session so far, right? How useful to you? What are the issues with the assignments? So I'll spend some time in very generic manner. Before that, let me introduce myself. You might have heard about me. I was there in the introductory session. So myself is Arul Selvan, and you might have seen many messages from me in the Telegram group. I'm heading the department, the director of School of Journalism, and I'm being with this IGNO for the last 13 years. Before that, I was with another central university. Before coming to the university, I was with the BBC World Service Trust for the online journalism training program. I'm talking about 10, 15 years back. And then my PhD, I did a doctorate in India only. My area of interest is internet, online, internet studies or online field, you can see that. So briefly, I got a fellowship from University of Oxford. So I went there for some time to learn more about this field. And then I'm an expert with the UNESCO for the last 12 years for media literacy. So this is my brief background. And the school, you must be knowing the School of Journalism and New Media Studies. This is the youngest school in the university. We started with a diploma 25 years back. Before the school started, we had that diploma. That still we are continuing that diploma. We have got revised in 2020. Along with this MA journalism, we have 3 more other MA programs: MA in digital media, MA in electronic media, MA in development journalism, and generic program MA in journalism. Then we have 6 postgraduate diploma program also on this area only: digital media, electronic media, development, communication, advertising, audio, radio, all this part. Other than that, we have the doctoral PhD program. So this is about the brief background of the school. So let me get some feedback from you all. What do you think about the program so far? What is your experience with this? Tell me.
So good morning, Prof. I think I'm the only one not related to journalism in the class for now.
Okay.
So for me, I had an expectation. My background is in economics, and like I said, I'm in the financial space. And one of the key interests that I have personally is in public speaking. I'm a Toastmaster, and I also anchor events, conferences. So with the goals that I have long term, I realized that I needed a course or knowledge about how journalism works, media and in its entirety, because there is nothing you want to promote in this world now that doesn't require media outreach. So I said to myself, I needed something, and coincidentally, I was in India last year, August to October, when a friend sent me a link to this school, And the first thing that came to my mind was to check if there was any course related to mass communication and journalism. And it was there. I saw it. So the expectations I had was to actually get the knowledge of media from its onset down to the theories, the philosophies. And so far that we've gone into the course, I have gotten a different perspective of how media is. Because even as at now, if I watching the news now and a year ago is quite different because of the knowledge I've gotten so far from these counseling sessions that we've been having, from the introduction to mass communication, report writing, editing, down to the last one we had last week. I have had a different view in terms of reading newspapers, in terms of listening to radio, how to conduct all those sessions. Truly, it has been a game changer for me. And I was telling myself that indeed I'm in the right place to get that knowledge. And in terms of the facilitators, which are you and your colleagues, it has been a very awesome experience whereby we see the passion in them, in new people trying to impact this knowledge to us. And my expectation at the end of the program surely will be met, because truly I feel very, very excited with so far the content that I have read and the counseling sessions that I have been attending. It's such a pleasure to be part of this community. And I believe even after maybe the PGD, I would still go on to the master's program. Thank you so much, Prof.
So I have enrolled for diploma, right?
Yes, postgraduate diploma, yes.
So, yeah, you can come back to us with the second year directly. Okay, so as you mentioned about the public speaker, I can understand that you are much trained in that way, right? Very clear and very concise, and the way you are speaking looks great.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay, right. Any other feedback from others about the program so far? Because almost you are technically you have completed 8 months with the program. So those started sometime in November, December, but technically the session is from July 22, and by May, June, you will finish the first year, or you finish a diploma, like that.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like Buhari has summarized it well, and the expectation that I had, they are very similar to what he has just explained. Of course, I have a background of journalism because I've been in the profession for quite a while, and there are some of the things that maybe I might have forgotten along the way. And looking at what the lecturers have been teaching us or telling us here through these sessions, and of course the notes in quotes that you've submitted to us, going them or reading them through. I mean, there are so many things that I am getting out of that. All right, because there are some things that maybe I had forgotten, or some of things that I was maybe taking them for granted and whatnot. They have acted as a reminder in my journey, or in my profession as a journalist, and of course communication. So I feel like I'm on the right path on this one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Prof, if you are allowed, I would want to also add my views.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I also share the same sentiment with Buhari and my good friend from Malawi. Um, for me, Buhari, just to say that you are not the only one in this. I also have a zero background in journalism, and for me, it's a great privilege to be part of this great university to learn. And of course, it has exposed me to a lot of things. Being a social scientist myself, the cultural diversity or ethnic diversity in itself has exposed me to a lot of things, making new friends from different regions in the continent, and then also getting to know more about the Indian background. For me, it's a good plus for me, I tell you, Prof. And aside the exposure in the journalism field, though I find some of the questions very challenging because I have no background at all to that, but I'm learning. I mean, I'm coping. It's a great experience altogether. It's a great privilege to know these wonderful friends from different countries in the same continent. It's a great privilege, and to know you yourself, Prof. It's a wonderful experience. I mean, your ability to schedule your time amidst the busy schedules that you have to always have time to respond to our messages here and there and to interface with us is a great privilege and a great honor. We don't get this much often from maybe other institutions where we've ever attended, and it's a great privilege. So we are grateful. We are grateful. Thank you.
And you said you are a scientist, a social scientist. Means are you working in any university system?
Yes, I please again.
You're working with which university?
No. I'm not currently working with any university. Currently, I'm working with one of the state security institutions in Ghana here.
Okay.
More specifically, I'm working with the prison service of Ghana. Yeah. So no journalist background at all. Yeah.
Okay. No problem. Right. Anyone else? Ibrahim?
Sir,
Yeah.
thank you for the opportunity, but they have already expressed our thoughts on the course. Yeah, it's always so nice to accumulate more experience, to share thoughts and feelings with people outside your profession and around the world. So it has all along been so enriching. I'm so grateful to be part of the course. I hope I will go on till the end because of the work a lot, but I'm doing my best possible to see that I also finish till the end. Yeah.
Fine. But you people are talking too much of positive about our program or university, but I'm not agreeing on all these terms. I'm not saying we are 100% perfect.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely, there are a lot of loopholes, maybe a lot of shortcomings. Okay, so maybe over the period of time, but you people have to pinpoint that. Then only we can grow. See, this is the first experiment we are doing beyond India. Of course, we have other projects earlier, but this is a unique project we are doing. And if you say that everything is okay, we are learning a lot, the institution is good, then there's no growth for us. When you pinpoint our drawbacks, when you pinpoint our shortcomings, then only our issues can, or at least next batch, the coming years, they'll get a better services, better learning platform and everything. So otherwise, if you say that everything's okay, then automatically it's become, right, I'm doing everything good, like that. So that doesn't give any space for the growth.
Exactly.
Yeah, Prof, you have a point. Okay, Mohsin, go for
Yeah,
it.
I missed some classes already, so unfortunately it will not be so fair for me to point so many loopholes, if any exist.
No, not necessarily counseling sessions. We have the materials provided and other
Yeah,
services.
however, one thing I might say, maybe give a suggestion to is to,
Yeah.
I think you need to internationalize the content as a curriculum. Since this course is, yeah, I have not seen even an Indian student. Okay, there was an Indian among us, but who is also not living in India. Yeah, she's not around, I think, today. So if that is the case, then the course content should reflect should have an international outlook, perhaps
Correct.
more of Africa focus, since we are all of us here are Africans.
Correct.
So that is my only suggestion, sir.
No, definitely,
Yes.
because that's a shortcoming we realized in the beginning itself. So
Okay.
this is one of the instruction given to the counselors or the teachers who are coming for sessions is try to take more examples from the region, African region,
Yeah.
and try to relate with the ground reality rather than giving projection from India. So that the
Exactly.
inputs orientation we have given to our counselors before the session starts. But I completely agree that the material needs to be revised or modified according to
Yes.
the need of this kind of project.
Yes,
That
sir. Thank you.
definitely we have to think seriously. We have to think about that.
Yes, sir. Thank you
Right,
very much.
right.
Yeah.
Really, that's a very serious point. But thanks for the inputs. Buhari wanted to say something. Right. Okay. See, it's not fair. See, with the number of only 6 students, 7, I was told that on average around 20 to 25 students usually attend the session, right? What's the average number
Yeah, the
students there?
turnout is usually larger than
Yeah,
this, right?
larger. So seems to be
Emmanuel.
today there's an election issue. That's why it's coming. I think it's unfair if they miss the classes and all. But what shall we do? Tell me. Okay, so that's why I'm talking about other issues and all. But I don't know. Shall we conduct the same class schedule today and tomorrow? And we will postpone this week's session to next week. Today and tomorrow session.
Okay, Prof. It's a good suggestion, and one of the things that you've been raising is the shortcomings, so that it would be a point for going forward to the institution and the university. So my own issue would come after. That's what I just said. Okay, I will raise the issues that I have. I will raise the issue that I have personally to the institution when requested. So now that you've requested, one of the challenges that I've been facing is somewhat the turnover time of queries that have been sent. Though you see the issues being resolved at the end, but sometimes it takes a lot of reminders before it's
I know. I remember that there was some issue in your registration, right?
done. I believe that, like for me personally, my ID card, I have received my ID card. Can
Right,
can you
right.
hear me, sir? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. My ID card I've been unable to generate, but subsequently I sent a mail to the Bangalore RC and it was sent to me. That was like 3 to 4 weeks ago. But I made note of a spelling issue that I personally was the one that made it. I omitted a letter in my surname, but it has been yet to be resolved. I've sent reminders, though I have received a reply that it's been worked on, but I'm still yet to get it. And I've also sent a mail requesting for admission letter so that I'll be able to send it to my employer, and my employer will recognize this as part of my profile in the organization. But I think since the beginning of the program till today, that has not been resolved. Though it's not a way of condemning the institution, it's just it's just a way of feedback that you requested. So major tagline in summary is the turnaround time it takes to resolve issues for us is somehow being delayed. So I don't know if the institution will look into that. Thank you, sir.
Not the issue. I understand that this is a generic criticism of the university, but I can't give any excuses. Maybe one of the scenario I can tell you that's why it's getting delayed, because we are handling close to 3.5 million students. Understand that the massive structure. The university is not dealing with a small number, so the Bangalore office might be bombarded with so many requests from various segment. But immediately I can tell you one solution, that in case the administrative side taking a very long time, you come back to me. For example, you are saying that you need admission letter. I can't give admission letter, but certainly I can give bona fide certificate saying that Hari is pursuing diploma in the university and his enrollment this much. This is the enrollment, and his studies from July 2022 to June 2023. And like that, I can give you the certificate from the school. If that will be useful to you, tell me. I can do it on Monday, Tuesday itself.
It would be useful, Prof.
Yeah, just remind me through Telegram. Just give me your name and your enrollment number, and I'll get our office people to issue the letter. I'll send it to you. Send me your email ID also. I'll issue that letter.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Right. And so that is one. But because I wanted actually to meet large number of people, but I understand the situation thing. So if you are agree, then we can meet next week rather than today and tomorrow. I'll tell the other counselors also, other faculty members, to take session next week. If you all agree. If you say want to continue, I'll continue that.
I think that's fine, Prof. We may have a larger number next week, and I believe that they all have genuine concerns they would bring on board when they come on board. Yeah.
Okay. So we are not canceling anything, just we are postponing that. So same session, whatever I'm supposed to do today, and next session 5 to 7, and tomorrow 2 sessions. All the 4 sessions will be postponed to next week, next Saturday, Sunday. And maybe I'll make an announcement in the Telegram group. And I was told that you are having a WhatsApp group also. Please inform. Once I posted there, and inform to other group also. Okay, so everybody gets a notification saying that the class got postponed to next week, right? One. That secondly, are you in the Facebook, you people?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but not
Either
active.
give me the link or we can connect with each other. So that's another way of learning together. And I know the Telegram group, we frequently people are asking questions only. But if we connect, you can understand me about me, or I can understand about you, what you're doing, all your new activities, and all. We get to know about each other. Huh?
Yes. I think I sent you a friend request this week, and I've seen you've accepted it, and that's great for me.
Okay, so I haven't seen your name.
Yeah, I will personally send you a message.
Okay. You send me a message, I can understand, but maybe in a different name, I think, right?
Yeah, okay. I didn't use the Emmanuel, but I still have my surname there. Yeah, so I'll send you a message, and then maybe you get to know. Yeah.
Right. Okay, correct. So my name is very simple. If you try to search in Arul Selvan in the Facebook, there may be a lot of Arul Selvan, but you just see the IGNO connection. If you say Arul Selvan IGNO, you might get my correct ID and connect with me, because that's one way to learn more about. See, there are associations, not just 1 or 2 years of degree. The students-teacher relationship always stays for a longer period of time, right, Musim? And I think you'll agree definitely.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you are on the active, or if you are on the Facebook, connect with me, because I don't know about your ID, right? So it's easy. If you are connect with me, then we can connect each other, so you can understand each other, and that gives much more scope to learn more about that, right?
Yes,
so Tiange, we are postponing today's class to next week because of low participation. I understand that there's an election in Nigeria, or Malawi's cyclonic issues and all. So next week we'll do it proper class. And if you are on the Facebook, connect with me. Okay?
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. So, but anyway, I have recorded. So let's say we'll put it there, I think. But it will be definitely goes as one other session conducted. Okay. Fine. But otherwise, if I have said earlier about that election and other issues, we'd have thought about earlier. No issue. So next week we'll meet. Fine. So I'm looking forward for your Facebook invitation request.
Sure, it's on the way.
Okay, right. Thank you. Okay. Take care. Bye. And
Bye,
I'll
bye.
send a message in the Telegram group, and please pass it on to other group also. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Prof, I just
Bye.
sent you a message on Facebook. So
Okay, I'll check it. Right. Thank you.
thank you.
Please, Malo.
Yeah, Abdullahi, tell me.